recording. Okay. Hello there, guys. It's me, Xander, and I'm here to show you a really neat little Jurassic Park I created. I'm actually gonna decrease the volume. Um, there we go. So basically, I of course created Jurassic Park. The game I'm playing is Jurassic World Evolution 2. So this is actually a almost accurate recreation of Jurassic Park, of course. So like in the movies, there is a tour. Well, basically, there's like a ferry shuttle service which transports guests to the park itself, but it takes you through a Brachiosaurus slash Parasaurolophus enclosure. I decided, incorporate that into the thing, but we're not actually going to go in that because it's just takes forever, and I don't want to take 2 years just so you guys can see the dinosaurs of that are in the park. Let's just go in the first person. So this is a very large exhibit with a decent amount of animals, of course. I don't want to have very few animals in my park because you're not going to be able to see any because it's a huge exhibit. Oh, brother! Sorry, this idiot. Why are you like this? Yeah. Food. I'm just going to send a medical unit to. No, keep it on. Thank you. Sorry about that. My sister's talking to me. So this is the Brachiosaurus exhibit, and it also, of course, contains Parasaurolophus. Okay. So I actually have a mod installed which replaces the most of the Jurassic Park variants and adds a bunch of new ones. Like that's a new one. But there's also a second variation for the Triceratops. I mean, Brachiosaurus. Here's one of our Parasaurolophuses. Parasaurolophus is a very large herbivore. Not as large as its neighbor, Brachiosaurus, of course. But it's a big animal. Uh, it's quite pretty too. You can notice its distinctive red uh, crest, and also has a little loopy red thing. Yeah, there's a bunch of them in here. You'll get another chance to see them later, but it's not quite time. The tour, the actual proper park tour, uh, does go through here. And it does actually put you in a better position to view the parasaurs. I need to be careful. So this is, I think, no, I did not go the wrong way. I went the right way. So this is the visitor center. Woohoo! Yippee! So yeah, it's pretty neat. It's a visitor center. Nothing too special. I just realized something. There might not be any way for me to get in. Alright, I'm gonna have to do a little bit of finagling. Just give me a minute. Take you through the tour track so you can see all of the park's dinosaurs. But I can't quite just go through because I'm an idiot. I didn't plan this out. You actually might get a better chance of seeing the Parasaurolophuses because they're probably around here. I know there's a small herd of them which branched off from the main herd and just hanging out over here. Let's see. Yeah, there is. Should be right in front of us. Yep. Here we are. Another one. There's a few more. Yep. Look. So theoretically, if you were a guest, you'd be able to see them and just cross your path right before you're finished with the park tour. Alright, now let's look. Now we can actually go on the tour properly. Sorry, I'm just cutting. Here is the ever so iconic Jurassic Park gate. Can't move any faster. I would if I could, but oh, sorry. There we go. Jurassic Park. There we go. Skipping. See you later, suckers. Up first is our Dilophosaurus paddock. So let's switch to. So we have our guy on top. These are binocular guys. If we can't, get a good look at them from. There we go. There's one right there. Yeah, they're kind of a challenge to see on the tour track because they're pretty tiny animals. Even though in real life they would be bulky fellas. This is the enclosure I am the least proud of in the park, probably. It's just kind of hard to get right. They like a jungly exhibit, but they themselves are difficult to see in the jungle because they're, yet again, small. So I will. Oh, that's slightly damaged. Now that I'm in the exhibit, I probably will get a better look at the Dilos. Ugh, this ground is bumpy. Alright, let's just switch to the normal camera. As you can tell, we have a good amount of Dilophosaurus. So these guys also got a remade cosmetic. Actually, they just got a cosmetic in the first place, because Jurassic World Evolution 2 doesn't come with one for Dilophosaurus. Now, you could get a cosmetic which closely resembles and mimics it, but, yeah. So this exhibit is actually called Dilophosaurus Delta. So you can kind of see that as like a river delta type thing. I think I was kind of confused on what a delta was when I was making it, because I'm pretty sure deltas connect straight to like larger bodies of water. Well, this one does not, so I just kind of goofed up there. But I don't think it's really too big of a problem. I was just trying to go for alliteration. I'm not the best driver. This next exhibit is a bit more easy to, interact with. Ooh. This is Triceratops territory. Triceratops is the main creature in the exhibit, but it's not the only one. The other herbivore that lives in this exhibit, is called Edmontosaurus. Edmontosaurus lived in the same time and place as Triceratops, though it was a pretty different type of dinosaur. It's what you would typically call a duckbill. As a matter of fact, it is the quintessential duckbill. Like, it's the most duckbilly duckbill to have ever duckbilled, in simpler terms. There's a bunch of Triceratops in here. They're just not very visible, I guess. Come on, dudes. Guys. I don't know what I was trying to say right there. Oh, there they are, I think. Seems like they're resting. Oh, there's one right there, sticking out of the forest. Let's get up close to you. Oh no, I did that. Pretty big, cool looking dudes. taking a picture of this guy because you're so majestic. This one's also a brand new cosmetic. As you can tell, it's not brown like what you would think a Jurassic Park Triceratops would look like. This is actually because the Jurassic Park Triceratops was this bluish green color. Oop, please leave me alone. Uh, it was actually bluish green. It was just covered in mud, which gave it its signature brown coloring. So this is just a clean one. I'm gonna take you over here. I don't know why I keep doing that. I keep accidentally pressing the change camera button. Here is our Edmontosauruses. Now these guys never actually occurred. They were never actually present in the movies. I mean, they were. You could see one of their skulls in the Tyrannosaurus nest in the Lost World. So they were present, and canonically, they were present in Jurassic World 2. But these are also a cosmetic variant. They just give them a more Jurassic Park feeling. You can see they're pretty cool looking. I like them. They look nice. They add a lot more flavor to the exhibit. I keep running. Running. That's not an adequate word here. I keep speeding up too fast, and I spin out. I lose control. I'm gonna make me lose control. You're gonna make me lose control. Alright. Let's see. The next exhibit is one of the more specialized exhibits. You might be able to tell. It's called the Ancient Aviary, where our pteranodons live. Don't worry about that big, red icon up there. It's lying to you. I don't know why, but even though there's no damages in the exhibit itself, it just says that they're damaged, but they're not at all. So I'm actually gonna. So in this game, there's drones which you can use to explore your aviaries. As you can tell, these are pteranodons, large pterosaurs, which are not dinosaurs. They are a completely separate group of animals, although they are pretty closely related. Here is also a viewing dome, which you could access from the outside. You could go in there, look at the dinosaurs. It's better. Oh my goodness, I call them dinosaurs. I'm gonna have to seriously rethink my life now. I jest. But yeah. So these guys are also another cosmetic variant. In the base game of Jurassic World Evolution 2, there is no Lost World Pteranodon version. There is, however, a Jurassic Park 3 variation, but that's not what I'm using. That's not what this is. It's not correct. Because while the Lost World Pteranodons theoretically would have... What is he... What are you doing? While the Lost World Pteranodons theoretically would have existed at the time of the first movie, the Jurassic Park 3 Pteranodons did not exist until far later. And arguably, they're not even pterosaurs. I mean, not even, pteranodons. Because, pteranodon means toothless wing, while, the Jurassic Park 3 pteranodons had teeth, which is kind of a deal breaker. So let's, head back. Let's just use you. Because our other ranger left. So the ancient aviary is one of the more special and noteworthy exhibits in Jurassic Park, which is obvious because it's the only one that's an aviary. The others are just pretty normal enclosures. You might have just heard one of the park's most well-known attractions, Tyrannosaurus. Although they are not next on our tour. Gosh darn it! I cannot steer for the life of me. So you might notice that this area is a bit more like a canyon-esque area. And here is our Velociraptor Valley. This is actually my personal favorite enclosure design-wise. I'm just really proud of it. It just looks nice. You could see, I'm gonna zoom in on them, right there. That's one of the Velociraptors. There's, I think, 6 of them. Most of the time, they spend a lot of their time in yeah, you saw one right there. This is actually the smallest dinosaur including exhibit in the park, though Ancient Area is smaller, but not dinosaurs. So let me just see what they are. Oh, you could see one of them going up to the feeder to eat. Oh yeah, see, that's what they look like. That's what their enclosure shaped like. It's kind of a valley, almost, vaguely. Doesn't look much better that way. Alright, let's continue to the very next exhibit. The very next, that's stupid, I'm sorry. There's also a way to get, every enclosure has a way to be entered, but it's usually not the best idea. Here is our Tyrannosaurus terrace. A terrace is, yeah, there's a terrace. So here is one of our Tyrannosauruses. Well, by one of our, I mean we have two. This one I think is the male. I'm using this one's also, like, pretty much, oh, they're both there. Like, all dinosaurs in the park, they're actually cosmetic variant. I should have told you guys that earlier. So here is, their exhibit. That is the 1993 Rexy, and that's the book from The Lost World. So cool. Oh, it's cool. He's watching you through the thing. I think they look sick. The base game, Jurassic World Evolution 2, Tyrannosaurus suck. They're just bad. I mean, they're better than the first game ones. They were terrible. That's cool. He's following me. I gave up. So this is the rest of the exhibit. And this is where its water is. I'm pretty proud of it. I also added a bunch of compies in there, but they're kind of not easy to see on account of them being really small. I just think they're nice. They add a little bit more to the, exhibit. But anyways, let's keep moving. This is the second and last exhibit in the park, Gallimimus Glen. So here is, of course, where our Gallimimuses live, and, their flocks and stuff. They also habitate their exhibit with Ankylosaurus, which did not appear in Jurassic Park, of course. Oh, I mean, it was in the third one, but I think it was created after, yeah, the park was shut down. So here, of course, is Gallimimuses. These guys are also cosmetic variant, of course. Well, this one actually is several. I think it has like 5. And I think it's using 3 of them here. Maybe. Here's the big log from the first film. Although it's not quite in the place you think it would be. I don't know. What was that noise? I don't know. Don't care. Here's another one. Of course. Let's see. I think they do have a tendency. Oh, that's cool. You can see their heads popping up from behind the tall grass. There's a bunch of them over here. Just gonna go over there. That was Weezer. Here's a little pond. There's a lake over there, but here's a little pond. I was having an issue with them, dying of dehydration. They weren't dying, but they were not doing so hot. Yeah. But yeah, so I just made one over here because it's a big exhibit. It's bigger than it needs to be. That's how I like my exhibits. There's a bunch of them. I'll leave them alone. Oh, don't hit one in the car. It'd be kind of funny, but also kind of obnoxious if you could hurt dinosaurs by hitting them with a car. On one hand, it'd be realistic. On the other hand, you better not go into an exhibit with compies in it, or else they're going to be smushed. Let's also give you a look at the Ankies. I only have 2 of them because there doesn't need to be a lot. They're just fellas vibing, chilling like a villain. They look cool. Not much else to say about them. I'm using the expanded... Man. Sorry about that. I'm using the expanded foliage mod, which adds new foliage. So yeah, I could get those ferns and the tall grass. It'd just be a pain to make them otherwise. Here is, and this is the final uh, exhibit. I think it's hey, jerk, screams and hits my car. Evil. This is Gentle Giants, I think. That's what it's called. Let me just check. Gentle Giants Lake. Sounds kind of dumb, but it works. Of course, this is where we were earlier, and just like I said, you would be able to see the Parasaurolophuses, and of course the Brachiosauruses further. So on this, you get to go on like a bit of a hill. This bit of a hill. You could which this hill overlooks the lake, which you would have seen in the movie, of course. You could see there's a good amount of Brachiosauruses actually. I added a few more just so they would be guaranteed to be visible. Here's a bunch of them. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. I know there's more than 4. There's a bunch in here, but that's all I see. I'm just gonna count my binoculars. There's a few over there. It's a big exhibit, dude. Dudes, it's gargantuan. Trying to go down here without destroying my car. I'm trying to go to the far side. You can see some of the others. I should have not made this train so bumpy, dude. Man. uh, yeah, that sucks. These guys are also remodeled from the base game, because the base game one doesn't actually resemble the Jurassic Park Brachiosaurus all too much. Though it is, similar, I guess. I undo. Oh, I saved it. So I'm just gonna head back to the thing and end the tour. But first, I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of a treat to show you guys my next big park. Well, it's not gonna be a big park. It's dramatically smaller scale than this. But you know what I mean. Yeah. This place is a bit of a maze. It's probably the park I'm the most proud of so far. Although I've made a bunch of decent ones. Alright. Sorry, my parents are arriving home right now. Let me out! Let me out of here! No, I almost, yeah, right, load. San Diego, again. The reason I put again after each of these is because I made so many of these 2 different parks. I'm probably going to cut this out right now. So, see ya when it finishes loading. As you can see, it's very unfinished. But it's coming. Slowly. Very slowly. I could have made this better, but it didn't. So basically, I'll show you guys how this works. I'll show you some of the creatures I've added so far. Of course, here's the Parasaurolophuses. Got males, got females. Sorry, my parents just arrived home. They're going to be making a little bit of noise. Uh, and there's also the amphitheater, which is connected to two exhibits, actually. Both the Triceratopses. These are the Lost World variant, of course. And the Tyrannosauruses. There's two of these guys, as you can see. So I'm going to show you how this exhibit will work, theoretically, when the park is, finished. Open gate. So I'll take this handy dandy, nifty thrifty. I'm sorry, that's stupid. I'll just take this, Jeep, and I'll go inside the exhibit first. Then I'll herd them outside of the exhibit, and I'll herd them into the thing. Maybe they'll stay there for a while, and they will be the attraction that the park, well, the part of the park is based off of. Okay, summon. No, let's see, all three of them. There we go. Come here, guys. We're going. You guys are going to your home. Once I was away, get back no more. Please, please do not go in the Tyrannosaurus exhibit. I cannot guarantee your survival. There we go. Oh, can't go that way. You cannot. Why can't you go there? Why? Are you guys stupid? Are you having brain in like an aneurysm or something? There you go. Wrangle. You can wrangle goats? I didn't even know that. Come here. It's a bit of a hassle to get them to, actually come to you. But once you do, it works out fine. Oh, brother, Storm. Ah! Sorry about that. I lost my cool there. Not funny, Dad. So this is how the park works in essence. They will typically stay there, but it actually, a benefit of this is it actually severs their connection to their exhibit. They will eventually find their way back, but until then, they're going to spend most of their time in here, because this is where their food is. You might not be able to see it. It's these little plants right here. That's the plants that they like to eat, so they eat it. I don't know what else to say. They just, sort of chill here. Also, this is my Stegosauruses. These are my Stegosauruses. There is a total of 4 individuals. They are going to be part of, I think, this exhibit. Pretty sure this is what it was supposed to be in. Don't know. Doesn't actually matter at this point. But, yeah. See, these guys will eventually begin to wander back home. Yeah. So I think it's a more functional park than what I usually make with this aesthetic. I'm pretty proud of it. So, I think I'm done now. I'll see y'all later.